Hi, my name is Peter James. I'm a Nigerian, a dance artist, a choreographer, a model, and currently living down and working in Madrid, Spain with the Lion King musical. My background, well, I'm from a military background, separate parent, raised by a mother of a single mom of seven. And I like to go a little deep into that. As much as Nigeria is one of the most popular countries and with all the resources that we have, it's also a country where the system really don't work. I mean, politics and all of that. And so a mother of seven could be out there taking care of the kids while the father is somewhere living and making more kids with another woman. And this she cannot really fight for because the system is not strong enough to protect this kind of situation. Anyways, this is something else to talk about in another moment. But why I mention this is because I lost one of my brother in the process of her trying to be a dad and a mom, which was really hard and tough for all of us. But other than that, I'm from a military background, raised by a mother of seven, and yeah. Well, how this get to me is that the way I see the world is there is no higher suffering. Now, I would say from my point of view, when somebody suffers, it's not only for you, it's also reflecting on what might be happening in the world in general. And I believe that everybody or nobody has the right to judge nobody because you do not know what their go through is because I believe we've all been through our go through. And so it gives nobody the right to judge nobody because you really don't know anyone's background. So how this makes me see the world, it makes me see the world in a different way that whoever out there that is going through whatever, I just say hang in there and I feel it helps me see the world in a different way, in a more stronger and profound way. Really? Not really. No, I wouldn't say that. My work is inspired by passion, drive, um, most especially motivating others and helping the society in terms of um, anxiety and just growth, personal growth and upliftment. So I would say my performing my art is based on this pattern. I don't have one, but I would say my biggest influence is my mom. I have to say. I mean, to be a woman in an African country raising seven kids, and you are the father, their best friend, their mom. She's my hero. I think, yeah, my mom. What I'm focusing on right now is a creation that I have been working on for quite some time now. Um, combination of a combination of fitness and modern contemporary. So basically, think of a combination of animal flow and like modern contemporary like Graham, like Horton technique, and also we live in a modern world now, bringing all together my roots, my experience, and creating something for athletes, most especially for performing artists that go on stage every day, how to help them with their energy, uplifting, and also avoid injuries. So condition their body in such a way that they are capable and be able to sustain whatever kind of performance. So right now, that's what I'm focusing on creating. Wow. Well, the biggest challenges that I would say, out of experience, is working for a shit company, getting paid shit money, and they are not even valuing your art or what you do. I think that is the biggest challenge because why is it a challenge? Because we need the job, we need the bills, because we got to pay bills, we need the money. So we just try to find a way to continue. And on top of that, they throw things at you that you really cannot say a thing, you know, because they would tell you this is how it is. You need a job or you don't need a job. So I think that's the biggest challenge for dance artists. I have a lot of times, actually. A lot of times, yes, I have. For example, I would say from the beginning of my career, I, I mean, in my country, I am not a celebrity, of course, but I was known for what I do. I mean, I got to a point where I was starting to get breakthroughs through dancing because one, it's not a career that is really respected in the country. And so if you get to a certain point where you're starting to be known for that, and I did an exhibition actually, and I had my pictures and buses and all of that. So this was time where I could have used that um, for endorsement or whatever else I would have done with it. But it was the time I decided to leave everything and start from the beginning again. So I left everything, all of that, to France to study, a country where I did not speak the language. So, but for me, it was what I wanted because I know the level I was at the point wasn't where I wanted to be. So everybody thought I was crazy. And a lot of time I've done things like that. I just leave, I just sleep and go. So yes, um, for me, dance is not just about movement. It's about communication. It's about um, feeling. It's about expression. So I would say a voice that is not really out as speaking, but in movement, right? So music for me is like a heartbeat, and it's something that comes together when you're performing. And in my art, I tend to work with different kind of music because different people connect differently with music. So I try to reach as much as possible because I don't know who likes jazz. I don't know who likes bass. I don't know who, you know. And if I can work with all of this, that means I can connect with different kind of people, and that's what my art is about. Well, I've had several, and I really can't say which was the best. And most of it, I've had someone cry, like literally bawling out tears. I've had somebody come to me and said, I don't know who you are, but thank you. Um, on top of that, I mean, my whole career has been miracles from one place to another. I got my first scholarship from Seven Up Bottles because the manager was like, who is that one? And this is a stage where you had a lot of people on stage. And that was my first scholarship from Seven Up Bottles. And then I traveled to France and I got another scholarship to study my whole career from the director of the school I studied. FC Dons is the name, Montpellier, south of France. And she was like, I don't know you, but I want you in my school. You just dance and I pay the bill. She doesn't even speak English, so but she could find a way to express this. So a lot of time I think that what people get from what I perform, my performance is stronger than even I understand. And I always try to say this, whenever I'm on stage, I'm a different person from who I am. So that person there is that person that never got the chance for his mom to see him perform because my mom had never seen me perform. So it has a specific significance in my life every time I dance. So I might be upset, I might be angry, but when I'm on stage, I'm a different person, it's like a different world, you know. And I believe this also gets to the audience and whoever is seeing my performance. So yeah, I've had a couple. What I hope people take away from my work is hope. It's hope. Because if there is hope, I think everybody would know it's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be all right no matter what's happening. Hope. In fact, even countries these days they need hope. Everybody needs hope. So I wish and I hope that they take more than anything hope. Thank you so much. It's really an honor for me to be a part of this podcast and interview for artists. My upcoming event, like I mentioned earlier, it's my creation. So actually at the moment I have two dancers that I'm working with that they already have the routine, and I'm just waiting on the director to give me a date for the shoot. So which that will be coming up soon, and I'm hoping that everything goes well because I'm also trying to infuse a little bit of animal flow so I can get to work with the creator of the technique itself and propose this to the Lion King musical so we can try to because we do a lot of animal movement and conditioning for this kind of theater work, it's crucial. It's important. It's almost the most important thing about it because it's a really strong musical. If you've seen Lion King, you know what I'm talking about. And also being on stage every night performing with them, I can tell that it will be something that comes really handy for them. So I'm seeing a way of proposing it in a very profound way so that it comes with the organization of the animal flow and my creation. And we'll see. I don't know where that will take us, but that's what's coming up. So yeah, it's a huge stuff coming up and it's very soon. So hopefully I get a date to record this month and in no time it should be up on my social media. And my social media handle is Peter Obon James. So you can put it as Obon, Obon James, Obon James. Actually, my friend gave me that. So that's my social media handle, and I'm really, really grateful. It's an honor to be here, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. Thank you so much.